Hey guys, I usually don't do something like this on this channel, the Clips channel, where I just talk in front of a camera, but I feel like it's apropos to doing right now. The Mavs and Lakers just played. Luka's returned to Dallas. I feel like that would be a stupid career choice if I don't give my initial reactions to it for you guys, because obviously there's a lot of feelings and emotions. I just finished doing Locked On Mavs. So if you want to hear my thoughts, you can also listen there. But, it was, it was an emotional moment. I thought the Mavs, and you don't want to give this franchise much credit for anything, but I did think they did a really good job just in how this all went down, right? You had the shirts, which I thought were a nice touch. I saw people in my chat were like, why aren't they Lakers colors? Like, are you out of your fucking mind? What do you mean, why aren't they Lakers colors? Like, what do you mean by that? Why on earth would they do that? But anyways, I thought the tribute video was really nice. Luka's reaction to it was just gut-wrenching. I mean, this was a huge gut punch. This actually, I'm going to be real with you, this actually changed my tune quite a bit, because I've been saying forever, there's absolutely no way in hell Luka comes back to Dallas at any point in his career, because people keep asking, do you think he'll come back to Dallas? Do you think he'll come back to Dallas? I said no. This one made me think, maybe. Maybe, and then his post-game comments about how much he loved the team and how much, I mean, look at this. If this doesn't make you want to cry, I'm sorry. I mean, that's a huge gut punch. But we also had the Nico sucks chance, the fire Nico chance. It's funny because I was just talking to Nick, and Nick was like, yeah, Lakers fans are joining in. Why are Lakers fans joining in? Why would any other fan base chant fire Nico? I think every other fan base in the league is like, no, guys, keep Nico, please. Like, we want Derek Lively this offseason. No, guys, PJ Washington would be good for us. You guys keep Nico, okay? We need him. We want him, all right? We want him in office permanently. So, the emotional aspect of it cut deep, seeing Luka like this. And I thought they did a good job. I thought the video was really nice. I thought they did a good job doing it at the start of the game. I thought, it was kind of funny how they went from the Luka tribute video, everyone's hyped up, and then immediately they go to the Mavs intro video, and it's Spencer Dinwiddie leading off on the video, and I'm like, all right, come on now. If I'm a fan in the arena, I'm like, yeah, Luka. Spencer Dinwiddie comes across, and God bless Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie comes across. Oh, right, that's our fucking situation right now, huh? That's what we've got going on, right? Let's talk about the game itself, because Luka, I didn't know what I was expecting from a performance. Everyone is expecting, I saw people expecting a monster Luka scoring game. I really wasn't expecting that. I thought he'd have a good game, but 45, 8, 6, and 4, 45 points for Luka. Most of them coming in the first half. He had 31 at halftime. And it was the Luka experience. He's hitting threes, right? There's some grifting here and there, right? Getting to the free throw line, doing the Luka stuff, right? And I want people to understand when I say that, because I know that has negative connotation. I think that is a positive skill set to be a grifter, somebody who can grift for fouls consistently. I think that's a positive skill set. So before anyone thinks that I'm trashing him, I'm not. Okay, but I feel bad for my guy Derek Lively, who just recently returned from an injury. He was out for like 3 months. So I'm going to go a little bit easy on him. But Derek Lively was getting sauced tonight. I mean, that must be difficult for Lively to have experienced the other side of that last year and then have to experience it himself this year, where he was a minus 17 in 15 minutes. Every time the Mavericks were conceding that switch early in the game, and Luka would just pick apart the Mavs bigs, really not named Gafford. I thought Gafford did a pretty good job holding his own, but the moment Lively got switched out, it was barbecue chicken for either Luka. LeBron had a couple of plays where he went right at Lively and scored. It was way too easy. I thought the Mavs defensively fucking stunk tonight. I thought they absolutely stunk. But Luka was awesome in this game. Had some crazy passes as well. Only 3 turnovers. Like, for the emotions that went with this game, Luka himself even said it after the game, that he was surprised he was even able to play in this game given everything that was going on. I mean, it was a phenomenal performance by him. Round of applause. Round of applause. Oh, whoops. That was the wrong one. But that's apropos as well for this Mavs team and how big of a joke it's become. Round of applause for Luka and his performance tonight. Do we even care about what the Mavs did? AD stunk tonight. I mean, the Lakers, they do this against dominant bigs. We saw it against Jokic, where they'll front you so you don't catch the ball in the post. And the moment the ball's even in the air, they don't even double on the touch, really. The moment the ball's in the air on the way to you, boom, there's a second defender there. AD didn't even have room to operate. He just had to kick out to the guy who was one pass away. Couldn't even get skip passes. I thought early in the game, the Mavs were doing some interesting stuff, and I think it was maybe like a conscientious thing for them for to like, hey, we know AD is going to draw so much attention. We know that teams are going to front AD. We know teams are going to shade their help towards AD so they can double the moment the ball's in the air to get to him. Let's hit those skip passes. Like, let's get that help defender in rotation immediately and throw those skip passes. I saw more skip passes at the start of this game for the Mavs than we've seen since Luka's left. I feel like it didn't work. They scored 97 points. They did score 30 in the first quarter. I mean, it's just a mess. It's funny because it's like both teams coming in opposite directions, right? The Lakers, how could you not feel anything but this? The Mavs are just... right? Because you have this guy in Luka who eats double teams up, loves them. You double team him, you trap him at half court, right? You trap off of a ball screen, you hard hedge, whatever. He's going to make the pass, right? He'll pass over the double team because he's 6'7". He'll hit the skip pass because that's what he does, right? He'll throw the no-look pass. He'll throw the pocket pass. Whatever it is he has to do, he'll do it. And then, boom, you got a 4-on-3 situation. I mean, we saw this. We know this first fucking hand. We saw this. And then you look on the other side, and AD's getting double teamed, and this team has no clue what on earth they're doing. No clue whatsoever. And to be fair to the Mavs, they don't have a point guard. They don't have anyone who has like the natural point guard skill set. Najee Marshall started at point guard tonight. Kyrie's obviously hurt. Dante Exum was active but didn't play. You got Spencer Dinwiddie, who's more of just like a combo guard, if we're being honest. And I don't even like blasting Spencer Dinwiddie really anymore because he's a vet minimum player and he's played fine. He's played really well for a vet minimum guy this year. But it speaks to just how stupid this whole shit was. And this was, so you guys know, I've talked about the Luka trade. And I've done, anytime there's an interview clip or something, we've listened to it and talked about it. Anytime there's been like an article, we went over that article a couple days ago that Bobby Marks dropped about other potential trades. Like we would talk about all of that stuff, but I've really not done the whole like, oh, I'm just so mad at Nico thing because I don't like doing it. You understand? I don't like doing it. It's not enjoyable for me. It's not how I've wanted to get over it. It's not how I want to, use my emotional capacity, right? Because sometimes I just have long days and I don't got a lot of emotional capacity. I don't got a lot in my tank. And it's not how I want to use the few emotional resources I have to, be upset about the Nico thing. But if that's what you want to do, I don't care. I'm just saying that's how I've approached it. Tonight was the first time where I'm like, dude, fuck this guy. Like, it was the first time really since the first week of the trade, post-trade, where I've really felt that anger and resentment in me as a basketball fan, as a fan of the Mavericks, that this shit was just straight up ripped away. It sucks. It fucking sucks. Like, it sucks. Anytime I've watched the Lakers recently and I see Luka popping off, I see him go out and beat the Oklahoma City Thunder, it's like, oh my God, this is just... this sucks to watch. And I had mentioned, if you guys have been watching, you know that I've been mentioning this, that it's been hard for me. Somebody who's been rooting for Luka and wants him to do well, somebody who loves LeBron, wants him to do well. I mean, take a look at that. That's my phone background. That's been my phone background for like 8 years. Wants LeBron to do well. Really has no ill... JJ Redick's a Mavs legend, right? They got Dodo, Mavs legend. Like, they got these guys on their team. Markieff Morris and Maxi Kleber, Mavs legends. Like, I don't wish anything ill will towards them or anything like that. But I just have not been able to find myself rooting for them in any way. And I've been not wanting them to win because I've just felt this entire time, why do the Lakers deserve this? They've done nothing to deserve this at all. They just are in LA. That's it. They haven't done anything. They were a joke during the last years of the Kobe era, but it didn't matter, right? They had top 3 picks in the lottery how many years in a row? And it feels like they fucked it all up every single time, right? Not that they had terrible picks or anything like that, but they weren't where they should have been given that. And it doesn't matter because LeBron wanted to be in LA. And then he wanted his buddy AD to come, and AD wanted to go. And then it feels like we're reaching the end of the LeBron AD era. They've really got no interest. I mean, Austin Reeves has been a revelation this year, but they don't like their path forward as a franchise doesn't look great. It doesn't matter because the biggest, most dumbass GM that's ever graced the fucking earth, maybe since the 1920s. Because back then you had owners trading away players so they could afford plays. That's why Babe Ruth got traded, so the guy could afford to make a play. Like, that's the level of GM we're talking about here. Like, if Nico Harrison was funding some type of A24 movie and needed to save the money, that maybe makes more sense to me than anything else that's transpired here. Maybe we are in an A24 movie. Maybe we are. But this was just a lot of emotions, and that was the emotion I felt. I felt like I needed to come on and talk about it in front of a camera. This emotion, this was the first time in a few weeks that I've been like, dude, fuck Nico Harrison, man. I mean, what a disaster. And what really stings as a fan, we talked about this on the live show last night. It's like, how can the Mavs win this trade? Because if you're a Mavs fan, you got to try and give yourself some glimmer of hope. That way it's not all terrible. And it's like, how did the Mavs win this trade? Well, no one wants to say it. Knock on wood. The only way the Mavs win this trade is if Luka Doncic doesn't reach his full potential, which would mean he probably dealt with injuries at a certain point in his career, like real significant injuries. And nobody even wants to put that into the universe. Like, that's what you're having to put into the universe just to try and, like, be like, well, that's how this could work. That's how, like, this could be justified. You see how shitty that is? How much that sucks? You know? And it's funny because it's like, we bring AD back. We want AD to come back. A lot of people, myself included, are like, dude, just shut these guys down for the rest of the season. Even if you make the play-in tournament, who gives a fuck? Like, shut these guys down and let's just go into the offseason, right? Well, the pathetic Suns, they're so pathetic. They said, no, guys, you guys are going to make the play-in tournament. Don't worry about it. Once it got to that point, I was like, all right, fine, bring these guys back. But the thing is one of the reasons why you want to bring AD back, you want to make sure Gafford and Lively come back. You know, you want to get some reps with those guys. And if you're going to make the play-in tournament, you might as well try to win it. But if you're bringing those guys back, a big reason why is like, let's give the fans something. The players themselves have talked about it. AD's alluded to it. Let's give the players something to feel good about. The fans something to feel good about. Let's give the fans something that going into the offseason, going into next season, is like, okay, yeah, the trade sucked, but you know what? They had that stretch at the end of the season where AD was dropping, 28 and 14, and Lively and Gafford, like they were blocking as a team. They were blocking like 11 shots a game, like crazy shit was going on. But that's just not what's happening. This has been so uninspiring, like so uninspiring. And you got guys coming back from injury. I thought Gafford was good in his limited minutes tonight, but it's just, other than that, it's been so uninspiring. Like if we look at the recent games, the hard sell was, we're going to be a defensive minded team. Okay. Like I look at your defensive personnel and I could see that. And offensively, I think you're going to be, especially with no Kyrie, obviously, that goes without being said. But offensively, you're going to be struggling so much that defensively, we really got to pick it up. Like we got to be an elite, top tier defense to make this all work. And yeah, you haven't been that. I mean, this game's not on here yet, but it will be soon. Hold on, let me refresh. It might be here now. No, it's not. Okay. But you haven't had like an above league average game defensively since your win against the Bulls weeks ago at this point. I mean, it's a tough sell. Like, are fans excited about this? No. Probably going to lose to the Kings in the play-in tournament, while Luka and the Lakers, have a real legitimate chance, especially if they end up being the 3 seed and wouldn't have to worry about a potential Thunder matchup until the conference finals, like a real legitimate chance to make the conference finals. That would be what? 3 times in 4 years that Luka's made the conference finals? I mean, what a stupid fucking trade, man. I mean, it's so stupid. Like, that's just it at this point. This was a nice sort of cathartic game for me. I'm happy it happened. I'm happy Luka played well. I'm happy the team, because I was worried the team wasn't going to do a lot of stuff. I was very worried they were going to do a combined tribute video for Marquis, for Luka, and Maxey. Like, I thought they would have gotten words from the higher-ups, just like, hey, we traded this guy for a reason. Let's not do all of this shit now. But I'm happy they recognize this as an opportunity to let fans just sort of vent it all out, and that's exactly what it was. The Fire Nico chants were so loud. I loved it. I really did. I thought the crowd was awesome tonight. I thought they did a great job. But yeah, I mean, this is just... Oh man, just such a dumbass decision. Like it really is. It's almost kind of funny. Like looking at it now, it's just comical how fucking stupid all of this was. Anyways, that's what I wanted to give you guys, this sort of rambling. Let me know if you guys like this kind of shit, because this could be something you see in the playoffs on this channel. Just sort of post game, immediate talking about stuff. You guys let me know what you guys think. Okay.